What's happening, everyone? Welcome back to the NFT show, the Not Fazed Talkshow. Another week, another shit podcast.
Yep.
Well, all good?
Yeah, I've got a fucking bit of mad news that I found out this week that I thought would be good to start the show with.
Go for it.
So, you watched The Tiger King way
Yes.
back when?
Yeah.
In fucking
Middle of COVID.
Feral Batskin, Carol Baskin.
Her husband's alive.
I see her husband's been found alive. Fuck
well,
me.
no, is it not that his last known whereabouts, the CIA knew he was alive? I don't know if he's still alive, like.
No, it was confirmed the other week that he is now alive. He is living in the place where they thought that his plane crashed. And pretty much he was like, nah, I just live down here now and I didn't want to see you again. Sorry.
I wish you went to jail for murdering me.
Yeah.
No, I did see that.
He must be sitting being like, fucking bastard, I was convinced she killed him.
I know.
But I just thought that was mad.
That's right, that's Joe Exotic completely fucked then.
Aye, because everything he said was all based on the fact that she killed her husband. I know she killed her husband and she was going to kill me too because she's a murderer and got away with it before. And it's like, nah, I just thought you were a bit of a dick, love. I'm going to just stay down here in Costa Rica and sit in the sun with all the chicas instead of seeing your fucking bake.
But it's mad he fucked off and left her with all the dough and didn't worry too much about it. See the second? Did you watch the second Tiger King?
There's a second one?
Aye, the second one came out. It must have been season 2 or something.
I'm guessing it wasn't that good then.
It was good. I enjoyed it. It was just basically carrying on the same thing, but it gave you your man's full story.
Who?
Her husband's story.
Right, okay.
But like he was in the dodgy money laundering shit and all.
Aye.
And what they concluded from the second documentary was that he was murdered by a Costa Rican gang that he was dealing
for something
with.
that he was doing.
And because it was...
And it turns out they were all fucking wrong.
It cunts fucking... I did see it, but I didn't read the full thing. You know what I mean? I just read that he was found alive.
Of course, that's how you live your life. You just see a wee headline and make up your own
no,
story.
I did read... I read like the first couple of things and I got the gist of it was that the CIA... No, I didn't read the whole... I didn't read into it much, what I'm saying. What it was is this... It said on this that the CIA had seen him, or the CIA's last known whereabouts of him was in this place in like 1994 or 2004 or something.
We'll settle it here and see what the actual story is instead of us just blagging our way through it, right? Would you not think it'd be mad though? Like everybody during lockdown watched Tiger King.
Of course he did.
Clearly that was in Costa Rica. Do you reckon he was sitting having a wee beer being like, look at all these mad cunts who think I'm dead. Look at all the drama that I have caused by just being like, nah, love, I can't
Imagine
be
he
dealing
started
with you.
sending letters saying, the body's here and all, fucking
Baskin husband
found alive. Madness, like, anyway. Suppose good for her, like.
Is it?
Well, she's not going to jail for killing him.
Oh, she never was going to go to jail for killing him.
People stop saying that she killed him then.
Where's it saying this? This is still all about him disappearing and everybody just saying, he's gone.
It was a mad show, mate. Like, see, remember he was running about fucking trying to be the mayor of the town and shit.
Oh, that was right.
And then, do you remember the rumours that were asking Donald Trump before he left to...
Oh, no, that doesn't even tell you anything about it.
Donald Trump to pardon him. And there was a minute everyone was like...
To get him out of jail?
That's actually what that second documentary's about. It's like showing you the people trying to get him out of jail and they're going to meeting Trump and all and trying...
Bollocks.
Screw me, it was fucking tasty, like.
I must have a look at that there. I didn't know there was a Tiger King 2 now.
It's not as captivating as the first one because it's showing you all the footage and all from the first one, really. But
it's for like a recap of the first one plus some new shit that's happened. The speaking of going missing, did you see about the little boy who caused a bit of a panic about human trafficking, and it turned out to be the most innocent thing ever?
Me when I was a kid, the taxi driver in the street.
No, the kid was what was it happening? It was somewhere over in Asia somewhere, and he showed up 2,000 mile away from his house in a shipping container, right? And he was found banging on the walls of this container by a security guard, and they took him out. The police arrested him because they were like, "Oh, obviously you've been trafficked into the country, and what's going on? We need to know the details." So what had actually happened was this kid was playing hide and seek with his mates. and thought, I'm going to hide in this shipping container. But it was a hot day, and he fell asleep in the container whilst they were playing. And whenever he woke up, he couldn't open the doors, and he was travelling for like 5 days in this shipping container. And then eventually, like, no food, no water. They eventually got him out.
That's madness.
He was
isn't it?
like,
Most,
no,
he's
I've
lucky
not been trafficked. I am playing hide and seek. And they're like, okay, well, we'll just get you on a flight back then. Okay, sweet.
Talk about trafficking. Did you see Rick and Morty, the co-creator, the shit he done?
No.
Your man, he's away now. The voice of Rick and Morty and all.
Right.
He's gone, fucking going to jail. Like, you want to see the
Balance
text
by, what did he
messages
do?
and all? Fucking texting young girls.
Fuck.
Random mad shit. We'll pull it up
So
here.
the guy that was creating it, or the guy
He's
just
a
done the voice?
co-creator. The co-creator. What do you call him? Can't remember his name. Fucking. He's the. He.
I don't watch Rick and Morty.
He co-wrote the show, right? And but he was also the voice of the main people in it.
Right. Okay.
Mate, you want to see the text messages, mate? He was fucking sending these girls, who all turn out to be underage.
Here, don't be fucking.
It's fucking
sending them
weird.
I don't want them on my computer.
But we'll have to. I'll send it your phone. We'll have to pull them up and read them, mate, because it's fucking bonkers. Like,
Are you gonna read paedophile messages?
aye, well, it's mate. If you've been anywhere on the internet recently, you'll have seen them.
Wow.
So this is Justin Roiland, and he says, "Can you write a song about 9 dicks of different sized ethnic origins hanging above your face, and then in the lyrics describe how they each splatter you with semen? But important, the larger message of the song is about how we are all the same and no more racism. Who's this Lee character? Just another random one." And then he goes, "Why does she have to find parking? Why are you a huge..." Don't know what I should say that.
No,
F word.
that's just not.
Answer later.
Not fuck, by the way.
Sorry, Ali. I'm okay. My 4th glass of wine. This is all off the record. Don't break my trust, you asshole. Joke. You're all right.
But there's no responses to any of these
Right,
messages?
no, there is. Some of them, we
what's
see.
The fucking...
Go to the next one.
You only sent me one?
Didn't definitely send you 4.
I only got one.
Mate, it's fucking madness.
That's a bit fucking...
I have watched Rick and Morty, but I'm not like a fucking thing. So now, see the guy that actually is
So
the...
that's what you just sent me.
So we'll see. This is tell another fucking girl. Do you want to do him and I'll do the girl?
Well, you know, I've always been looking to do a man, mate. Is this his
Is
side
this
of the
him,
chat?
yep.
Right. Oh yeah, sorry. At the airport, it's insane in the membrane. What time is it there now?
11:37.
Do you know what's worse? I actually looked at that and just thought that was the time the message was sent. I was like, what, he said something for? Oh, it's so rate.
I'm assuming he says it.
Yeah, it's so rate and me so Chinese. Wow, okay. I should have probably read into that before saying
Mate, that's full on racism, that. Then she says, "I'll school tomorrow." Sad face.
Oh, school. School tomorrow? Oh, no.
Fuck my life.
You should just run away from home and go into this sex slavery, you stupid F-word bitch. Joke.
Yeah, you're a stupid bitch. Like, that's madness, mate, isn't it? That's all the message.
Saying this to fucking...
A fucking 15-year-old or something? Is it cool being jailbait? Does the FBI... Hold on, we'll stick this on the screen.
Does we're not just making this shit up.
Is it cool being jailbait? Does the FBI follow you around arresting all the men you sleep with? And then he goes, "Maybe I will. I want to meet you in real life, jailbait, so I can help you not be a homo. I'm Atlanta drunk." What's Atlanta drunk mean? Fuck me. So there's another one.
Are you going to get Rick and Morty tattooed on your boob, licking your nipple? If not, then who?
Isn't that insane, mate?
Fucking guy.
Fucking... Now, I'm all for giving a man a fair chance, like, but that's a bit dumb.
But is this
that.
not like... Was it your man from Maroon... Is it Maroon 5? Is that the right name of the band?
There
It
is a
seems
band
wrong.
called
Did
Maroon
he not
5.
get caught messaging girls and just being like full on, oh my god, you're just so fucking hot? Like there was nothing to it. He was just being a proper creep as well. Do you know what, man?
Here's the difference about being
genuinely,
creep and then saying, why don't you leave school and go into sex slavery?
but I genuinely feel so sorry for women and girls in social media age. Like,
Listen, mate, listen, right.
no, hear me out.
No, can I
Like,
just say this first? But
when have you ever just been sent a dick picture for no reason? But guys seem to think it's sweet to go, hiya, picture of my dick.
I
Like,
know.
it's fucking weird.
It's madness, mate. Like it's prevalent, especially
Hiya,
in
how are
Indian
you? Want to
blokes.
let me see your tits? You're like,
I know.
like if you
I was
were
a
out and
16-year-old
about,
me.
What fucking way is
MSM.
that to approach a situation?
But
Like,
listen, mate. Like, see if you fuck hundreds of women, right? You fuck hundreds of women. You're Jack the Lad, ladies guy, and then see if you fuck 100 men.
yeah,
They just call you a massive homo.
I well, that's true. That's very true.
It's not fair.
I did hear a good analogy that describes that perfectly. And it's like one key that opens many locks is a master key. Many locks opened by one key is a shitty lock.
What?
I was like, okay, that's one way of fucking looking at it. But do you not think like we don't have a clue? We don't have to worry about that. But how we have daughters, they're going to go into the social world eventually.
It's
Like
scary.
fellas are fucking weird behind
Mate,
DMs.
see them
Like
Indian
see
fucks,
shit.
mate.
No, not even Indian.
Man, I'm
mate.
telling you, mate, they
No,
fucking.
they are. But I mean, in general, there's a large population of fellas who think that once you go into someone's private messages,
It's private.
that you can literally go, look at my dick, woman. But we don't have to deal with that shit.
Mate, I know, but if
Like,
we did,
if a woman just
was
started
sending
sending you pictures of your fanny, you'd be like, all
happy
right,
days,
what's
It
going
wouldn't
on here?
bother us. Well, it's just the way it is. It's different world, but I don't know what goes through people's head that just go on and just
Hi,
first
here's
thing,
my dick.
here's my dick.
Like, yeah.
It's madness, like,
Yeah.
and it's so prevalent. Like, it's a fucking.
I always
It
think
happens
about it,
all
but
the time.
it baffles me though, because if you were to approach a girl in a nightclub or a bar scene now, and you're like, oh, can I offer to buy you a drink? They'd probably think you're some sort of sex offender.
Aye.
But yet you can message them and be like, oh, what's happening? Show us your boobs. And you've probably got more chance of that. But yet guys wouldn't walk up to you in a bar and go, hiya, love, and just whip the cock out. Do you need something to stir that cocktail, do you?
Get the sugar on the end.
But I don't even know how the fuck we got on that.
Fucking Rick and Morty put us down on a
yes.
dangerous path.
But
that's
that's-
insane, and it's creepy as fuck.
Fellas, fucking sort it out and stop saying your dicks to people. It's just
If you're
fucking-
going to send them to anyone, send them to us. We'll
Did you
take we'll take one for the team.
Do you see some girl has fucking started an OnlyFans now, but it's her rating.
I'll say, isn't that all girls?
No, it's no, but she's doing it differently. So she's not getting her tits or anything out. She is literally rating dick pics.
They
that
all
she
do
gets
that,
sent.
mate. Every single one. Every CLM
Oh
OnlyFans
no,
girls.
these are unsolicited dick pics. So
Oh,
she
right.
just goes on and be like, so where do you see the stupid pictures I've been sent this weekend? And just makes fun of all these dick pics, and people are paying.
That's what I'd do.
paying her a
Mate.
fortune.
I would make a Facebook page, and I would probably blank out the dick, but I would just every single person that sends it, I would screenshot it and put it up with a
100%.
full name. Here, look at this knobhead.
I don't understand why girls just don't do it now. And it would stop it. Fuck all this Me Too bollocks. If someone sends you an unsolicited dick pic, just put it up on Facebook and be like, look what this arsehole sent me. And they'll fucking stop doing it pretty
Tag
quick.
them and everything.
Yeah.
Oh fuck, the world
Had
is
to take James
mad.
Blunt and all them pictures he sent us.
Oh, aye. I said he said he's setting up the back porch.
Sitting in his villa. Like
He said he's setting up a back porch. Here, this is where the podcast will be, and he was like fucking your man out of The Last of Us. Fuck's sake. Here, remember that game I was telling you about, the zombie game, 1st of March?
Yes.
Turns out it's a load of bollocks.
right.
They took it down off Steam and all. Apparently the developer hasn't even they haven't even done anything
Oh,
with the
fuck,
game.
right, okay.
I was looking forward to that.
See, The Walking Dead done something like this. They put up videos of this zombie game they were bringing out. It's like unbelievable because there's not been a good Walking Dead game class. And then whenever you bought the game, it was like not actual game footage, and it was so shit. Like it wasn't even like the way Cyberpunk came out, and it was just full of glitches, but it still had decent graphics.
Yeah.
This was like they showed you a AAA game on the screen, and you got a mobile game on your PlayStation. It was fucking terrible.
Oh, mate,
like I didn't buy it. I just watched the reviews of it. But I was
but
like,
that's
I'm
what
so fucking happy I didn't do it.
Well,
Like,
that's
how
was.
can you get away with doing that?
I've been watching that, like all the videos and all of it, and it's an open world zombie game.
Yeah.
And mate, it looked like the fucking Last of Us, the fucking TV show. It was what we were saying. It was at their real life engine 2 or something. And I was like, fuck me, mate, this looks amazing. I even brought it up on this show going, holy fuck, this is going to be class.
See if you're looking at a good zombie game, and do you know what the sad thing about this is? Trolls fucking ruined it for everybody. There's
the film trolls?
No, fucking internet trolls.
Alright.
There's a game called Days Gone, and
I've seen people posting, this is the best zombie game.
It fucking is. Like,
you don't want that.
The storyline in it is so amazing. You get hooked on it. There's so many points in the game. Like, it's really fucking long. Like, I'm talking maybe 50, 60 hours. Storyline, it's open world as well, so if you go and do all that shit, it's endless. But there's maybe 3 or 4 points on it where you're like, right, this is naturally coming to a conclusion, and then it just starts all over again. But it's the continuation of the story, and you're just like, oh fuck, right, there's more games. Wait, this must be an extra bit, and then another 20 hours goes past, and you're like, oh fuck, right, we'll come to the end, and it does it again. But there was people going up on like the critic sites, like 12 hours into it, being like, completed it, this game's shit, and took all the scores down. And because it was so bad in the first month, Sony said it would never ever ever get a remake. But since then it's went on to fucking do so well because people have given it a chance and played it.
See, because my algorithm on TikTok was that new game the day after. What did they call it?
Day after, because that's what I thought you were talking about. Days Gone. But see, the one thing I liked about it...
See, because the day before, sorry, that's what it was called, right? See, because I was watching everything that popped up about it on TikTok, my algorithm was throwing me, like, zombie shit. But then once that was announced that it seems to be a load of bollocks, it's people started saying, see, this is the only zombie game you should be playing, and it's that one you're saying about, and it did look cool. Look.
The concept of it's class, so it is your standard zombie game. There's undead people. You're there trying to fucking find out what's going on with society and all this shit. But it's not just aimlessly dead zombies walking about. Like, you'll have one or two, but if them one or two make a noise, any in the surrounding area will come and also start getting you. But there's certain parts in the game where they have hordes, and you're talking maybe 500, 600, 700 zombies, and they're all different. Like, there's ones called screamers, so these seem to have evolved differently. And if they see
I know a few women like that.
Do you indeed? But
or in other words, touts.
It's fucking, it's brilliant. It's because it's so different as well, and it's just like the concept of, yes, you can fight one of these things, but if you're fighting, like, say, a group of bandits who are trying to get you on the road, but there's a horde maybe half a mile away from you, and you throw a grenade,
that's coming to get you.
So while you're fighting these guys, you don't know that there's fucking all this shit coming towards you, and then you're like, I just killed these guys, and you turn around like, oh, run, get on my bike and fucking go. But it was, mate, if that one's not coming out, go and get Days Gone.
I will. I definitely will, mate. See, because I was waiting on that one. I was like, it's in my head. I might just download that Last of Us. They've done a remastered one on the PlayStation Store.
Last of Us class, me and her. Funny, actually, you say that. We're replaying through the game as well, just to sort of see what the differences are between the TV, because we haven't played the game in like 10 years.
But did I tell you that there's a fella on TikTok doing that? He's paralleling them side by side.
How it looks. We whenever we watched the first 2 episodes, didn't do it last night, but for the first 2 weeks, there were certain points of it when it was going past buildings, or like it was like a cutscene. She's like, fuck, these graphics are really good. It's like, Nicole, it's a TV program. She goes, the first episode, she's done it like 3 or 4 times. The second episode, she did it once, and then hasn't done the third one. You just sort of watch it going,
because there was none of that shit in the third one.
It's because it wasn't actually part of the gameplay, but it was quite funny.
But it's set up nicely when they drive out and the music's playing. You can just tell, like, it's going to go to town now.
Yeah.
It's not going to be, because that don't get me wrong, I enjoyed last night, but it was a very stop-start given the whole situation behind your man.
I've said to you, because not spoilers for the game or anything. The story of your man can't be told in the game because you're seeing everything through the eyes of Joel, and the whole part where you meet Bill is
But that
just
gives you
zombies and bad guys instead of just storytelling. Like, you can't have an hour on TV of just you shooting clickers over and over and over again to get through this tiny bit of a level.
Yeah.
So you have to flesh out some sort of story to it, I suppose.
But the good thing about that is with them telling the story, it adds more to the show.
Yeah.
You can be more creative. That you're not just following the path of the video game.
That's what they've said. Like, the things that they have changed in the show from the game, that they still lead you to the same conclusion the decisions in the game would have made you to. It's not like, oh right, well, because we've done this part of the game's not happening. It's like, we've changed this, but because of the decision you've made in this changed circumstance, you still get round to the decision that you would have made in the game and lead you to where you're going. So it feels like a natural thing, as opposed to, we've done this isn't going to make this happen anymore, so we'll just go and right round it until we find some way back to the story. But it's... do
you remember in the second episode, sorry if you haven't watched it, where your woman,
Spoilers.
it goes to the start where they're like in Indonesia or something.
Jakarta.
Jakarta, where the first scene, the thing, and your woman's like, he goes, what can I do? He says,
Bomb.
Lock the city down and bomb everywhere.
Yep.
I get home to my family. If you were your man, and obviously you don't have the context of what's to come, but like, put yourself in that position, and you in control, you could have just fucking went boom, wiped the whole thing. Would you do it? I'll go like, I don't think I would, because of the coronavirus, because it didn't turn out as bad as you thought. So you would have the doubt there. Like,
there's a difference between, and I don't even want to go down this rabbit hole because it's going to fucking bring it up. A bad cold, which was very bad on people, and people having a fungus growing inside them, controlling all their movements. Like, you can't blow an entire city to kingdom come because people have got a violent flu. However, if there's people going about eating other people, and inside them is mutated fungus, I'd say there's more cause for you wiping a city off the planet.
yeah.
However, given that it would have done fuck all, because before you could blow them out of the sky or blow the city up, you need to know what's caused them. Is it internal to this city?
But
or is it
that's
global?
ground zero, isn't it?
Yeah, no, because and it was actually quite smart how they done it, because Jakarta is the biggest or the second biggest flour mill in the world, so that's why they picked that location, because they
is that in the game?
No, it's alluded in the game that it's probably come from South America through contaminated food sources, but it wasn't like, it was in the wheat or the way it was in the flour for the game. But you couldn't blow Jakarta away because, well, they've sent flour all around the world, and pancakes and biscuits and bread. And
you see in the last night's show where they done that, they were saying like, it was probably in like pancake mix. Yeah. And in the first episode, she didn't have no pancake mix left. Yeah. And then he said he would go to.
That lined it all up.
He said he would
go
go
thing or whatever. He's like, no, he didn't get the cake, and they avoided flour.
He said he would go to. On the way home, because it was his birthday, he would go and stop on the way back and get the pancake mix for eggs and pancakes because it was his favourite. And then she comes back in from next door, who's already turning into one of them things. Yeah. And she's like, "Did you get this stuff?" And he's like, "No, I'm too tired," because obviously he's doing a hard day's graft. I mean, you always forget what to get them on the way home. And then, it's class. It's cool, like. Sorry, we just went on a full tangent there about The Last of Us, but we're both really enjoying it, and hopefully you are too.
It's the fact that you haven't played the game, though, like that. Like, the program is going to drive the sales of that game through the roof for the amount of people who haven't played the game but are enjoying the show.
But also, it's good for me because I'm looking at it then just as a TV show.
Yeah.
As a viewer, don't get me wrong, I know what happens. I've got the gist of it and all. Like I've been around the game loads of times, but it's not. Like, I don't know the ins and outs of the full thing. Like,
you sound like you're a pimp there. It's like, I've been in and around the game loads of times, just never been committed to it, you know.
I got these bitches, man. But that's fucking. Roll on next week. Or sorry, our page is going mad. The first bit of the event was announced.
Oh, was it?
Sorry. So what else? We see this here. Do you ever remember the tune Right Here, Right Now?
Yeah.
We see. I'm going to send you something here. Except that this is fucking amazing. So basically, it's all been sampled. The whole tune was sampled from these three things. So we see this. Except
2 seconds. I'm just in the middle of typing there. Is this going to be like the Daft Punk thing?
we see. It's amazing, right? So as I show you the way around it. So obviously everyone knows Right Here, Right Now. Surely.
Yeah.
We'll fucking play it now. Right here, right now. So you can go and see this on Who Sampled app or whosampled.com. So like I thought, it's cool, like we violin and all just got in, they've sampled. So let's see, we'll go down. So this is Ashes in the Rain. What is this? So it says,
I thought you said Ashes in the Rain. I said, what the fuck Ash got to do with this? Yeah.
So they sampled that bit from that, right? Now, also, you're going, fucking amazing. Amazing tune. Nice drum loop and all that bollocks.
Yeah.
Wait here. They sampled the drum loop out of that too.
You can't really...
It is, mate. Wait here.
I know, but you could just copy the same pattern, like it's...
Still, mate. Right, but not only that there. Where do you think the vocal came from?
I don't know.
A movie.
Right.
So
That's just been pitched up.
mate, the whole fucking tune's been sampled.
Aye, but there's...
What is the rules in that?
Daft Punk do the same thing as well for Around the World. I think it's... I can't remember what it was, but yeah, they've took a load of samples. But yeah, as you say, what's...
But again, it's not even like taking samples, just like, no, I mean, we use clap samples sometimes, we use kick samples sometimes. We make, like, that was a problem of ours at the very start where we were like, we're not good enough. Why? Because we're not making our own synths, we're not making our own fucking.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then you hear that there, one of the biggest selling tunes of all time is.
It's all just stroked.
It's just been stroked.
But then how much money does everybody else get out of
That's
it?
what I'm saying. When was that
Like, it's
released?
whenever-
What was the rules back then?
Whenever we spoke to Randy about Zombie and stuff, and he was... He said, I don't get any money from that. That all goes to the
original artist.
However, the money that I've made off the back of that one tune, 3 gigs, is exponential. And at the end of the day, we don't know what contracts are there.
I don't, for what that is, I highly doubt people are getting much royalties out of that. Like, I reckon.
Probably not. The drum beat you could get away with the sample right here, right now from a movie. Again,
the violin bit. Were they copyrighted beforehand?
Is the most copyright probable argument that you have throughout the whole song. Because at the end of the day, I could listen to that drum beat and get similar sounds and put them in the Ableton and make the exact same thing.
Well, see, whenever I watched the video on it, where I seen this, your mom was saying that it's just been pitched up, the drum beat. Yeah. So, like,
that's what I mean.
He was doing
it. Changes
original.
Yeah.
But again, mate, like, we hated ourselves for donkey's years because we couldn't do everything.
Yeah.
So we went and learned everything, and then now we're like, we know how to make sense and how this, but we'll just fire that preset in. It's quicker.
That's because that's now what it is. But again, it's a good skill to have, I suppose, in the repertoire.
And then you find out. See, mate, there's Headhunters, one of them Dragonborn songs. See, like the riff of it, the groove of it.
I remember what that is now.
There's It's out of like an old tune, because I keep hearing it.
Which tune?
I can't remember what the Headhunters one is. One of the Dragonborn ones, I'm near sure.
Oh no! I've seen something for one of the Dragonborn things.
The whole thing of the track is basically an old timey tune. Dragonborn. Do ever come up to you, right? Huh? It definitely come up there. Do diddle it, diddle it, do.
No, it's just got the song there. It might be Dragonborn 3.
Either way, mate, it's one of them ones like, and it's fucking shit. They got annoys me now. That we wasted so many time.
See at the end of the
Did
day.
you see it? Ever see it? The Tweakers doing it?
Yeah, aye,
Mate,
the
that's
piss take they
incredible.
done on Headhunters.
That's incredible.
He's interrupting us on our
Ah.
fucking day of work.
It's not going to shoot it there, but it is something. It's like an old like western country and western
Yeah.
fucking violin thing or something. Fair play.
I just to segue a bit from that. Do you remember last week? It might not have been last week. 2 weeks ago, I showed you the wee alien sea creature that they
Yes,
discovered. It was
yes,
all like,
yes.
"Eh, what the fuck?" And it was all see through. And we're like, fuck, maybe that's why they can't find it, right? Somebody else has found another fucking mad sea creature, right? This one I actually find more madder than the last one because of the series of events that plays out here, right? So, hold on. Hopefully there's no fucking... Of course there's an advert. There's always an advert.
Fuck you.
But this... Obviously this has popped up because of my algorithms searching for that last time. But the... whenever I watch this, I was like, oh, this is going to be shite. Right? So, big screen. There's no sound
Right.
to it, right? Is there sound? No, there's no sound. So we're watching this wee black thing here that looks
Yeah.
like some sort of, I don't know, gang symbol or ancient hieroglyphic or some shit, right?
It looks like a woman's reproductive organs inside.
Wow. Wow, Sergi.
Tell me I'm an expert. Fuck. Stick your finger in the arse, pull out the shit.
Still the worst thing you've ever seen. So, right, this thing seems sweet, right? Where do you see? So, for all the listeners, this is just like a wee black thing with two sort of hooks at the top,
Look at
which
it,
then
that's okay.
shrinks and then expands to 10 times its size and starts shooting out fucking disco ball lights and just trying to fight. But where do you see how fucking big
Yeah,
it gets?
that is beautiful. That like.
Isn't that fucking mental?
It was literally a wee tiny thing, and
Yeah.
now it's like a big,
And it got
it's
smaller.
like a big fuck off
And now it's trying
jellyfish.
to fight this fucking our big fucking rover underneath the thing. Where do you see how it swims off now?
It's like a witch's hair flying off the back of the broom.
And then it's gone.
What?
And that's it.
That's an alien, mate.
Isn't that nuts as fuck, mate?
It's insane, mate.
See, when I seen that, I was like, I'm gonna watch that again. Now the thing is, they think they know what this is, so it's not an alien. It's some sort of cephalopod,
moved to
so
the
it's like
UK
a
from
squid kind of
Australia.
thing,
Yeah.
but it's an undiscovered type of squid that they don't know what the fuck it is. So, yeah,
Tell you what, did you ever hear about that fake toilet paper on Amazon?
yeah. I seen that and was just like,
oh,
holy
I-
fuck, that is actually amazing.
It is, mate. It's. I would love to go down like in one of them wee fucking submarine things like for a nosy at nothing like, but it
Were
would
you
be.
just taking the piss out of me? Because that was a fucking thing I typed there, fake toilet roll on Amazon.
Oh,
Have you never seen this?
No, that's why I brought it up.
Oh,
I seen it typed
thought,
there.
I thought you were fucking taking, or you were being serious. Have you never actually seen this, man? It is incredible.
Is this where? Is it like the fake swimming shorts?
No. Right, so this is toilet roll, right?
Sorry, we went on a wee bit of a mad one there, but Dave had his notes in front on the computer, and I just read the top one just to see his reaction, and then he. So
Oh, did you think it was meant to be something embarrassing?
no. I was just joking because it was your note.
Oh, right, okay. No, I'd wrote it down. See, to be fair, I can be honest with you now because I fucked it. I'd wrote it down there because it was the first note that opened on my phone when I seen it because I was going to prank you with it,
Right.
right? But now that you've seen it, I can't fucking do it.
Right. Let's see this.
What? Oh, no, this isn't what I was going to show you, but we'll get it up anyway. So pretty much what this is, it looks and feels exactly like toilet roll, but you can't rip it. Like, it's impossible to rip. So the plan was I was just going to come in here, and as I do before I leave, can I go up for a piss? and I was just going to swap it around and leave. And then just wait, because it didn't matter whether it was you, Heather, the kids. Someone was going to be like, "This fucking toilet paper won't rip. What's going on?"
That's amazing.
Hey,
Silly company. I would have been amazing.
I'm raging now that you've seen that.
I'd laugh my bollocks off.
I planned that out so well.
You didn't plan it well at all.
No, because I needed to send myself there to fucking get that link up to show the fish video. I can't get the video of it. I've seen it on Facebook, but yeah, that's it. It's literally a roll of toilet paper, but it doesn't rip. Like, no matter how hard you pull this thing.
Does it unroll, like?
Yeah.
So it just unrolls as a big bit of paper?
You would just literally pull it out and then go to rip it wherever you want, and then be going, and it wouldn't work.
I bet you I'd cut it with scissors. I'd be like,
oh,
this toilet paper's way, like...
Do you have scissors knocking about whenever you're having a shite, do you?
No, it's after a wank.
All right. Why, you wanking with scissors?
In case I need to trim my pubes.
Fuck off. Why would you even do that? You're just giving yourself more obstacles.
Manscaped.com.
Well, we can't say that. Not sponsored by them yet. Fuck that. Don't give them business.
Bleep that out.
Beep.
Wait till we get the 60,000 fucking YouTube subscribers. You can buy it off us.
Did you see this as well?
What is it?
Have you ever seen Terminator 2?
Yes, I've seen all of them.
Right.
Well,
so,
apart from like the newest one.
So I've seen them all apart from the new ones. Right? So no way in Terminator.
What am I? I only think of Terminator as like Terminator 1 and Terminator 2.
Yeah, I would agree with you. So,
Christian Bale's in one of them, isn't he?
I don't know how fuck it. Are they going to just show us this as a start so we don't have to listen to the arse pipe? No, is he? Oh, yes, he was like Terminator 4 or something. Salvation, is it called? So,
I don't know.
Do you know the way your man turns into the liquid metal?
Why?
And when they're in jail, he walks through the fucking...
The bars?
The bars.
Yeah.
And everyone's like, oh my god, that was cool as fuck, right?
So just this week,
Scientists have now created a robot that can do this.
Nah, come on, are you sure? Or is this one of these fucking plasticine things?
It melts itself because it's hard. It heats, so it melts and comes through, and then it reforms the shape that it's supposed to be in once it comes through the gap that it's through.
Yeah, I've watched the film, like, I know whether this goes.
Similar to the T-1000 robot from the Terminator 2 movie. So let's dive in and
Mate, that looks like a Flickr book.
It does.
Dave, doesn't it? Google that shit.
Oh no, it was on a science thing.
But here, see either way, mate, that shit's coming. Whether it's in our lifetime or not, that shit is coming.
Science and tech. The scientists have created a shape-shifting android from T2, demonstrates the material which alternate between solid and fluid states and could help solve medical and engineering problems.
And what did you call the one? T-1000?
T-1000.
Why not call it T-1000? Like, that's the only fucking...
Probably copyrighted.
Copyrighted, you're right.
So the robot is made of a material known as magnetico-active phase transitional matter, or MPTM.
I don't think you got that right there. Try it again.
Magnetoactive phase transitional matter. A magnetic field at a certain intensity induces an electrical current inside the gallium, generating heat and turning it from solid to liquid. Without reaching that threshold, these magnetic fields can also make the robot jump 20 times its height, rotate at 1,500 revolutions per minute, and move at a speed of 1 meter per second. It might not be as big as the T-1000 in the movie. It's barely a centimeter tall, but it's quite the bundle of energy.
Oh, mate, that's insane.
Nuts, mate.
Insane.
But again, it's what we were saying last week. You have the AI from somewhere. You have the robotics from somewhere. You
join them
like,
together.
Do you know what I mean? If you could do that Boston Dynamic fucking robot in that material with the smarts of Chat Pro GPT or whatever the fuck it is, that's Terminator shit.
Mate, I seen a thing, a video of people, like, no, all professors in all universities are going like, right, we need to work out here whether this fucking assignment that the student handed in was Chat GPT or not.
I seen that was being discussed this
morning. But they couldn't do it because everything was different. For each whatever way you word the
the-
question and this
the
and that.
plagiarism tools that they use
Yes.
to see if you've copied it from the internet can't pick up a GPT root
Yeah,
answer.
but-
So kids are doing it for their homework and getting A stars.
Yeah,
but they're doing
because
fuck all.
in Chat GPT, you might ask the same question as me, only in a different way and
Yeah.
word it differently, which then means it's going to give you a different answer back.
Yeah.
I was like, fucking hell, what are you going to do here, boys? And everyone's getting A stars.
But the argument that I seen made for this, because there was a teacher arguing this, and there was someone who works for the educational board who's trying to improve it with technology. And their base argument for this all boiled down to, well, see, back in the day, whenever you had to walk 6 mile and then someone made the car, you weren't walking 6 mile every day. This is going to be our future, whether we like it or not.
So get
Maybe we need
involved.
to change the educational system and not worry about AI taking all the answers. Like, that's exactly
Well,
what
that's
needs
it.
to happen.
If
The
you-
education system is so outdated. We've talked about this before.
It
Will
trains
this
you
be
to
the
sit.
thing that fucking forces the education system to actually change?
Yeah. Mate, because like, see with this, if everyone has these fucking Google glasses or Facebook glasses, what is the ones that are out? They're actually prototypes now. I'm near sure where people know, like YouTubers are trying them, where you can you have like 3 screens and
I
all
seen
in
that
your
'cause it was
glasses.
Google Glass failed, but there is a new.
I think it might be Facebook or something, or maybe it's
I
Apple.
think it's Facebook.
But anyway, so if everyone has these on with the answers right in front of you at all times, you don't need an education then, because you just go, yo, Google. What is it? No, it's not there.
No, these are just telling that apparently there's lots of companies that are selling.
Aye. But anyway, I've seen a couple of YouTubers know that where they're sending them out as in like you test these,
Yeah.
and then no like do a fucking video on it and maybe drive some traction towards us. But if that is the case, in 10 years down the line, every cunt's got these or a Neuralink, then there is genuinely no need for universities or thing, because you've already got the information in your brain without having
It's
to learn it.
there. Yeah.
All you have to do is have the ability to ask the question.
Yeah. And
Scary.
yeah, but the problem as well, though, that people are like, so you think back to the 1920s and 30s and 40s and all that shit, right? People had an
The
astounding.
smell, that's what see when I think back of them times, I think of what the smell would be like.
No, but hear me out, right? Fuck your smell.
No, I'm not even joking, I'm being deadly serious, mate. The place would be rotten.
But
like.
you think how smarter those people would have been as people, not smart like how we think, oh, having all the knowledge in the world, but they had to remember so much shit. Like, do you know what I mean? You could have asked your grandparents for a phone number and they would have been able to
Mate,
rhyme
aye.
off all this shit there, what they'd done here, there, and everywhere.
I still
Our
know my
generation
granny's
had it
own
a bit,
number,
but-
02890717105. But I see, I'm weird that way. See, whenever I remember like passwords and things, I remember what way I'm doing it.
Yeah.
So in the phone, but then see if you give me the phone with the circle.
You're
Because
fucked.
remember they brought them back for a while. People were getting the circle phones. And I was like, oh, no, because I used to remember go, 02890.
And you're like, what was the number? But that, like, we're caught in the generation that had to start out doing that, and we've progressively got more and more internet. But now, kids have no attention spans. Like, everything is, you've got 10 seconds to entertain somebody, and if you don't entertain them, fuck you, yo, sorry, what we saying now? Like, but then that, like, the fact that kids don't understand, not even kids, but teenagers and stuff, they don't understand the concept of going and calling for your mate. Like, the thought of showing up at your friend's house unannounced to ask them, are they coming out to do something, is like, oh my god, why the fuck would you do something so weird like that?
Just
And you're like,
tax them for fuck's sake.
no, that's what life was. Like, you go and knock the door, and you say, hiya, what's happening? Do you want to do something? No,
And if they weren't in, they weren't in.
Yeah. You're like, when are they going to be in?
Aye.
Give me that information right now. I
And
will
then
be
you just-
back not
aye.
1 minute later.
You call back 1 minute
You're
later,
literally
literally.
sitting in the house watching the clock going, right, they told me they were going to be in at 5 o'clock. It's fucking 4:59 and the car's still not there. Where are they? She lied. His ma lied. I fucking hate that bitch. She told me lies. But now, like, because of the internet and because of everything, you don't need to remember stuff. You don't need to know the answers to anything. Like, everything can be sorted with a quick Google search.
Easy.
It's like, oh, even the having a fucking argument in a pub over the most stupid shit. Like, you could have sat for hours debating life, and now it's Google it. And that's it. Conversation's over.
Over,
And we'll
done.
move on to the next thing. And you're like, like that.
I know.
Stupid as
See,
that
like,
was,
so
it was.
Black and all used to hate that with me. They were like, "Oh fucking see Google," and I used to go, "I know, but let's be honest. What's the point in us fighting over something when we can find out the answer? Would you not rather know the answer, and then you can accept it and move the fuck on?"
Yeah,
But it's because usually I was right.
Sometimes
That's
it
why.
was fun having a fucking bit of a debate with people, do you know?
And
Even that, the art of
debate
debating.
about subjective shit then, that
I'm a
like
master
football
debater.
and all that shit. You know what I mean? Which is subjective. You can debate about that, but you can't debate about the world being flat.
I give you a football debate. Hold on, do I fucking find this? I seen this stat and I was blown away.
He's been there since like 07 or something, hasn't he?
I seen this as a meme and I thought I'd save the picture, but it didn't, so I'm trying to see if I can find it here. Pretty much the long and the short of it is, how the fuck is Phil Jones still at Man
And
United?
every transfer window comes around, mate, he magically ends up injured.
This is it here. What a fucking thing. Is this just going to be the picture? Or no, it's just saying that he survived 16.
Transfer windows, as a man said.
16 transfer windows he has survived. He has seen every manager since Ferguson.
Yeah.
Hasn't played a fucking game in ages and he still gets paid by the club to do fuck all squared. How is that man stealing a wage?
I know, mate, there was a couple of goalkeepers like that, but you understand what goalkeepers know, they're there and they're good training partners and all, but with like a fucking centre back, what?
Like, everyone's calling for
Sack
Harry
him.
Maguire to be sacked, and it's like, that's alright, I agree with you. But Phil Jones, like, I
Do you
genuinely
remember the
didn't know
faces
he
the
was
pictures used to
still-
get him?
Oh, they were fucking cracker.
Aren't they?
But like, how is he a player? I thought he genuinely had either retired or was like gone many transfers ago, and then someone posted that up. I was like, is he still at United? And then went and looked at it. I was like, fuck off, he is actually still a registered player.
Go out and loan, something like that. Like,
I tell you, he
fuck
doesn't,
me.
doesn't leave anywhere. It's like a fucking
way,
bad
mate.
smell. He just won't go away. And you would still probably take him over fucking Harry Maguire now.
Aye, mate, he had a wee run. Was it under Hiddink or something? Where he had a couple of games and he wasn't too bad. Like, mate, could you imagine fucking? We'll just go down and fight him, mate.
When the fuck did Gus Hiddink manage United?
Or no, what do you call him? Ranrick or something?
Oh,
Whatever
aye.
the fuck it was. Last year, I think he had a couple of game run, maybe 2 games or something.
I don't even think I could name all the managers now. You had Van Gaal.
Moyes,
Fuck, I
Van Gaal.
Moyes, Van Gaal, Solskjaer,
Solskjaer, Mourinho,
Mourinho.
Rangnick, and now fucking Ten Hag.
Aye. Few Dutch. Is Ragnick's not? He's German, isn't he?
German or Austrian, something like that. I don't know, because he was to do with them fucking Red Bull teams. He helped build them. No,
Aye, right, okay.
Salzburg
Yeah.
and Leipzig. I don't know, mate. He was a fucking tube him, like.
Who Ragnick?
Oh,
It was more worrying the fact that they wanted him to be a sporting director as well, and you're like, this guy doesn't know how to fucking tie his shoes.
he came in for what, a couple of months, and they were like, "Get the
fuck away
there."
off you. You've definitely spoofed a few
I
fucking
bet
people.
you they had to pay him the
It's
fee.
scary money what you have to fork out to sack a manager. Like, I was sack the manager. I was like, but it's not costing you cunts millions of pounds. Well, technically it is, because then tickets prices go up and then people complain about it. It's like, well, you wanted to sack the fucking manager, didn't you?
Well, that's it. Well, sell the club. On that note, Dave, we'll wrap her up a wee bit earlier with another meeting to attend.
Surprise, surprise. Meetings on
I know.
Tuesday.
I know. And the event, let's check ticket sales.
Yes, so the event, is it up now?
No, not the full lineup, just the date. It's St Patrick's weekend, the 18th of March at the Botanic Inn. Us Logic Extra Hard. Full lineup will be dropping soon.
Yep.
So
And we're
there's a
excited for
limited
it.
number of early bird tickets on sale now. Hopefully by the time you're watching this, they're gone. But if they're not, go and get them. And we'll see you on the 18th.
Yeah, if they're there, we'll put the ticket link down below, and if not, then, well, got it.
Right. Peace, everyone. Thanks for
Laters.
watching.